We need your support. Click the like buttons below. Now onto the video. Welcome to readtheticker.com. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favourite Richard Wyckoff indicators. But first I'm going to set the scene as to why this is important. Here are some famous quotes from Jesse Livermore. Don't take action with a trade until the market itself confirms your opinion. Being a little late in the trade is an assurance that your opinion is correct. In other words, don't be an impatient trader. After spending many years in Wall Street and after making and losing millions of dollars, I want to tell you this. It was never my thinking that made big money for me, it was always my sitting. Patience is the key to success, not speed. Time is a cunning speculator's best friend if he uses it right. Jesse Livermore, the man who experienced massive swings in success and failure. Now the reason why I wanted to have those quotes is to demonstrate the point. Getting the most exact high point and or the most low point in trying to invest is not the way to go. You want to ride the waves that Richard Wyckoff talked about, and also you want Mr. Market or the composite man to show his hand. You want to be on his side. You want to ride the wave like a surfer. A surfer lets the wave build up, then he joins it. He doesn't stand up on his board until the wave appears and starts to ride. Now, it makes sense. First of all, wouldn't it make sense to sort of enjoy a Sunday afternoon tramp in green hills like this? Plenty of water around, birds singing, animals, rather than the red hills, dryness, hot. What I'm talking about here is between the green hills and the red hills. I'm going to refer to the green hills as bullish and the red hills as bearish. Now the RTT trend status is the green indicator here. This measures the trend of the price action. The RTT trend thrust measures the price action change when the trend status changes direction. So for example, we have a move here in the price from down to down there where the indicator goes from positive and it starts ticking down and it starts ticking up. So we have a negative move down here, and the thrust is measured down here as a red bar at 9%. And the positive thrust is measured as a green bar. Thrust is the movement from a low to a high, or a high to a low. Now Richard Wyckoff talked about thrust as being an important measure of a trend, because obviously thrust is breaking resistance or support, making it into new ground. There's strong demand. It is representation that demand is in control when it moves higher, so it's thrust into new ground. That means to say that the story behind the stock or the security, the narrative continues to be strong and it's not weakening. So you're measuring thrust. Now it's also important to measure thrust in the opposite direction, so you want the thrust in an uptrend to be greater than a thrust in a downtrend, and if the thrust changes either way, it tells you that the composite man or something's gone wrong in the chart. So therefore, when you're looking at stocks that are healthy, that you want to impose a mechanical system of maybe short-term time frame stochastics versus long-term time frame stochastics, you want to choose a chart which shows a healthy thrust. This is the Apple chart daily. I'm going to look at an Apple chart a bit wider. So here's the same Apple chart, but a wider view of the trend status. We've got trend thrust here with just the bars, and a more attractive trend thrust with bars and hills. So you can see in the greenish bar area, which I referred to the hills, so the green hills are bullish and the red hills are bearish. So if you want to go hunting, well, it's a little bit easier condition for you. Go hunting when the hills are green, the birds are happy, it's luscious, animals around, so you want to go hunting when there's good, healthy green thrust. Now you want to take into account the y-axis, because you obviously want to make 10, 20, 30% moves. You want the thrust to confirm your understanding that these moves are going on. Okay, so here we have a 30% move, and this is a weaker one, a close to 15% move, and it gets back up to 20% move. So this is the thrust up. So when you want to go hunting, you want a chart that allows you to be successful. Once I said before, you'd rather go hunting in bullish, luscious green. That's these green hills down here. Rather than going hunting in the dry, desolate, hot climate of negative territory, which is the red hills down here. Indicators are used to help eyeball market situation. RTTTrendThrust is an ideal supporting Wyckoff indicator to help measure thrust in a market that's going your way. To reaffirm the Jesse Livermore quotes, a little patience helps you be on the right side of the action, be on the right side of Mr. Market. I know this is hard, to be a bit patient, but Jesse Livermore says it all in these quotes. Thanks for watching.